Have you ever wondered if that tiny pinch of spice in your evening chai could be doing more harm than good? If you're over 65, that familiar kitchen spice you love might be silently affecting your blood pressure, joints, and even your sleep without you realizing it. As a doctor who has worked with hundreds of seniors across India and the US, I've seen how one small habit, often thought to be healthy, can create serious trouble over time. In this video, I'll reveal the surprising truth about a common spice in your kitchen, one that modern science shows can powerfully impact your digestion, nerves, and brain health. You'll want to watch until the end to discover not only what this spice is, but also 5 science-backed ways to use it correctly to support your health, reduce inflammation, and bring peace to your body, all with simple, safe methods you can start today from your own spice box. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. As we cross the threshold of 60, the body begins to whisper changes that are subtle yet profound, signaling a shift in its rhythm. You may have noticed that digestion, once effortless, now feels sluggish even after a modest meal. The familiar dal or roti, staples of comfort, might linger in your stomach, causing a sense of heaviness, bloating, or even unwelcome gas. Mornings may greet you with stiff, reluctant joints that creak as you rise, while sleep, once deep and restorative, becomes lighter, fragmented, leaving your mind foggy and fatigued upon waking. These are not mere signs of decline, dear friend, but rather the body's gentle way of communicating its evolving needs. Modern science has given a name to this quiet transformation: low-grade inflammation, a subtle, persistent fire within aging cells that, over time, touches every system, from blood pressure and sugar regulation to the clarity of your thoughts and the depth of your emotions. Yet, amidst these changes lies a remarkable discovery, one that bridges ancient wisdom with modern research. The humble herbs and spices in your kitchen hold the power to gently soothe and balance these shifts. In Indian households, spices like turmeric, haldi, cumin, jeera, and carom seeds, ajwain, are often sprinkled into dishes for flavor or tradition. But in Ayurveda, India's ancient system of healing, these spices were revered as quiet, daily allies, gentle healers that work slowly, unlike the blunt force of antibiotics or the intensity of pharmaceuticals. These are not just culinary ingredients. They are nature's subtle medicines, as your grandmother might have known intuitively when she stirred haldi into milk or sprinkled ajwain on parathas. Today, science is catching up to this ancestral knowledge, revealing that these spices contain potent compounds, antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, and bioactive molecules that calm inflammation, enhance blood flow, stabilize blood sugar, and even support the brain's chemistry for better mood and sleep. For instance, certain spices boost serotonin, the neurotransmitter that fosters restful sleep and emotional balance. Others slow the breakdown of starches, helping regulate blood glucose levels, while many act as mild anti-inflammatories, reducing the silent swelling that accumulates in joints, arteries, and even the brain. A compelling example comes from a respected medical institute in Delhi, where researchers conducted an 8-week study with older adults. They introduced a simple Ayurvedic spice blend called Trikatu, a combination of black pepper, dry ginger, and long pepper, ingredients likely sitting in your spice box. Participants consumed small amounts of this blend with warm water before meals. The results were striking. Within 2 months, they reported improved digestion, reduced joint discomfort, and deeper, more restorative sleep. This study underscores a profound truth. Healing doesn't always require drastic measures or costly interventions. Sometimes, it begins with the simplest acts, like rediscovering the power of the spices already in your kitchen. Among these, one spice stands out for its unassuming yet remarkable potential, especially for those over 60, ajwain or carom seeds. These tiny, pale seeds, often sprinkled on naan or mixed into savory snacks like namakpura, have been a staple in Indian kitchens for generations. Yet, their true potential remains underappreciated. Ajwain is no ordinary spice. It contains thymol, a natural compound with potent anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, and antimicrobial properties. For elders, this translates to tangible benefits: relief from bloating and gas, smoother digestion, and even support for deeper sleep. Modern research has begun to validate what Ayurvedic practitioners have long known, with studies showing that ajwain can lower bad cholesterol, LDL, by aiding the liver's fat metabolism, improve blood circulation, and reduce internal stress that disrupts rest. Consider the story of Shanta Ji, a 72-year-old retired schoolteacher from Pune. For over a decade, she struggled with what she called a stubborn stomach. Even light meals left her feeling overly full, with frequent burping and nighttime discomfort that woke her multiple times. Antacids and digestive pills offered only fleeting relief. One day, her granddaughter persuaded her to visit an Ayurvedic clinic, where the doctor asked a simple question: "Do you have ajwain in your kitchen?" Shantaji nodded. Of course, it was there, tucked away in a jar, rarely used. The doctor advised her to lightly dry roast half a teaspoon of ajwain and chew it slowly after dinner, followed by a few sips of warm water. No sugar, no tea, just ajwain and patience. Within a week, her bloating began to ease. By the second week, she was sleeping 6 hours uninterrupted, a feat she hadn't achieved in years. Her face glowed with renewed energy, her thoughts felt clearer, and a quiet hope returned. "I can't believe something so small could bring such peace to my body," she told her neighbor, marveling at the transformation. Ajwain's power lies not in its size but in its ability to address the body's silent struggles. For those over 60, it offers a gentle, natural way to support digestion, reduce inflammation, and promote restful sleep without the side effects of harsher remedies. Below, we explore 5 science-backed benefits of ajwain, tailored to the needs of elders, each accompanied by real-life examples and practical ways to incorporate this spice into your daily routine. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 1. Relief from joint pain and morning stiffness. As we age, the body's stories are not just told in graying hair but in the quiet aches of joints. You may feel it too. Knees that resist movement after a nap, fingers that need coaxing to stretch each morning, or shoulders that carry an unexplainable heaviness. This is often due to age-related inflammation, a low-grade swelling in joints and tissues that becomes common after 60. Ajwain's thymol acts as a natural anti-inflammatory, gently reducing this internal irritation. Unlike over-the-counter painkillers, which may strain the stomach or kidneys over time, ajwain offers a milder, daily support. Take Mr. Suresh, a 68-year-old from Surat, who battled morning knee stiffness for 5 years. Massages, oils, and calcium supplements provided little relief. On the advice of an Ayurvedic doctor, he began chewing a quarter teaspoon of ajwain with warm water each morning. Within 2 weeks, the swelling around his knees noticeably reduced, and he could walk to his local temple without clinging to the wall for support. Though he still carries his walking stick, he says it's now more for company than necessity. To try this, lightly roast a quarter teaspoon of ajwain seeds until fragrant, let them cool slightly, and chew them slowly with a sip of warm water upon waking. Consistency is key. Small, daily doses can make a meaningful difference. 2. Improved digestion and relief from gas and bloating. After 60, digestion often becomes a delicate dance. A simple meal can feel like a heavy feast, with burping, bloating, or irregular bowel movements disrupting daily comfort. This happens because the gut's muscles slow with age, allowing food to ferment and produce gas. Ajwain has been a trusted digestive aid in Indian households for centuries, and science now confirms why. Thymol stimulates digestive enzymes, reduces gas formation, and eases intestinal spasms, helping food move smoothly through the system. A practical way to harness this benefit is through ajwain water. Boil half a teaspoon of ajwain seeds in a glass of water for 5 minutes, strain, and sip 15 to 20 minutes before lunch or dinner. Mrs. Savita, a 70-year-old from Jaipur, found relief after years of embarrassing stomach noises that kept her from evening satsang. After a week of drinking ajwain water daily, her bloating subsided, and by the 3rd week, she rejoined her bhajan group, singing freely without discomfort. This simple remedy is safe, affordable, and easy to prepare. Try it for a week and notice how your stomach responds. 3. Natural support for blood pressure control. Mild hypertension is common among elders, often dismissed as just age. Yet, even slight elevations in blood pressure can strain the heart, brain, and kidneys over time. Ajwain may offer gentle support by relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation, thanks to its calming effect on the nervous system. This also helps reduce stress, a hidden contributor to blood pressure spikes. Studies suggest that ajwain's bioactive compounds promote vasodilation, easing pressure in the arteries. Mr. Narayan, a 73-year-old from Nagpur, experienced borderline blood pressure that caused headaches and occasional dizziness. His doctor recommended a simple routine: chewing a half teaspoon of dry roasted ajwain and jeera after meals, paired with a 10-minute post-dinner walk. After a month, his home BP readings stabilized, and he felt clearer-headed and less fatigued. For elders looking to complement lifestyle changes or avoid heavier medications, ajwain can be a gentle ally. Try roasting equal parts ajwain and jeera, chewing a small pinch after meals, and pairing it with light movement. 4. Better sleep, especially for postmenopausal women. Sleep after 60 often becomes elusive. Many elders fall asleep easily but wake at 2 or 3 a.m., minds racing or stomachs unsettled. This is particularly true for postmenopausal women, whose hormonal shifts disrupt the gut-brain axis, affecting mood and rest. Ajwain supports this connection by easing digestive discomfort and calming the vagus nerve, which links the gut to the brain. A settled stomach leads to a calmer mind and deeper sleep. Mrs. Lakshmi, a 67-year-old from Chennai, struggled with broken sleep and early morning anxiety for 3 years post-menopause. Meditation and lighter dinners helped marginally, but a friend's suggestion of ajwain oil steam, boiling a teaspoon of ajwain in water and inhaling the steam before bed, made a difference. Within days, her nighttime awakenings reduced, and she woke feeling more rested. To try this, boil ajwain in water, let it cool slightly, and inhale the steam for 5 to 10 minutes before sleep, or sip ajwain water in the evening. 5. Support for heart health and cholesterol management. As we age, maintaining heart health becomes critical. Ajwain's thymol and other compounds may help lower bad cholesterol, LDL, by supporting the liver's fat metabolism and improving blood flow. This reduces the strain on the cardiovascular system, offering a gentle, natural way to support heart health. Studies suggest that regular ajwain consumption can improve lipid profiles, particularly when combined with a balanced diet. Mrs. Geeta, a 65-year-old from Mumbai, noticed improved energy and fewer palpitations after adding ajwain to her daily routine, sprinkling it on vegetables or sipping ajwain water. Her cholesterol levels, monitored during routine checkups, showed slight improvement after 3 months. To incorporate ajwain, try adding a pinch to soups, stir-fries, or warm water, and pair it with heart-healthy habits like moderate exercise. Ajwain, a tiny seed with mighty benefits for elders. In the hustle of modern life, where pharmacies are brimming with pills and hospitals are packed with appointments, there's a quiet, time-tested remedy sitting humbly in your kitchen: ajwain or carom seeds. For generations, our Indian grandparents have turned to this unassuming spice, not just to flavor curries, but to bring balance to the body and mind. Especially after the age of 60, when the body craves gentler care, ajwain emerges as a natural ally. Its benefits are not locked in a prescription bottle but are accessible in a small jar on your kitchen shelf. Let's explore how this tiny seed can support better sleep, digestion, and even blood sugar management for elders, with practical, doctor-approved ways to incorporate it into daily life. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 1. Ajwain for restful sleep, calming the mind and body. Sleep is a precious gift, especially as we age. For many elders, falling asleep isn't the challenge. Staying asleep is. Waking up at 2 a.m. with a racing mind or a restless body is all too common. Mrs. Savita, a 68-year-old from Pune, faced this struggle for years. Her sleep was fragmented, leaving her tired and irritable during the day. On the advice of her naturopath, she began adding a quarter teaspoon of roasted ajwain to her routine after dinner. She would lightly roast the seeds, let them cool, and chew them slowly with a sip of warm water. Within just 10 days, Savita noticed a remarkable change. She was sleeping 6 to 7 hours uninterrupted, a feat she hadn't achieved in years. But it wasn't just the hours that mattered. "It's not just the sleep," she shared with a smile. "It's that my mind doesn't race anymore at night. I feel calm, like my body is finally at ease." For many elders, this is the true gift of restful sleep, not just closing your eyes, but waking up refreshed, with a mind that feels steady and peaceful. How does Ajwain work its magic here? The secret lies in thymol, a natural compound in Ajwain with calming properties. Thymol helps relax the nervous system and soothe the digestive tract, which is often a hidden culprit behind poor sleep. When digestion is unsettled, think bloating, gas, or mild discomfort, it can signal the brain to stay alert, disrupting sleep. By easing digestion, Ajwain creates a ripple effect, calming both the body and mind. While it's not a miracle cure, when used consistently and with intention, Ajwain can pave the way for gentler, more restorative rest. 2. Gentle blood sugar support for early type 2 diabetes. India is grappling with a silent epidemic, type 2 diabetes. For many elders, especially those in their 60s and 70s, managing early-stage diabetes or prediabetes is a daily reality. The fear of long-term complications, nerve damage, vision loss, or kidney issues, looms large. Yet, many hesitate to start insulin or rely heavily on medications, seeking natural ways to support their health. This is where Ajwain steps in as a gentle, time-honored ally. Scientific studies suggest that Ajwain may help regulate blood sugar by slowing the breakdown of starches into glucose. This process helps prevent sharp blood sugar spikes after meals, promoting steadier energy levels and reducing cravings. The thymol and other bioactive compounds in Ajwain also support insulin sensitivity, making it a valuable addition for those managing early diabetes or borderline sugar levels. Take the case of Uncle Ramesh, a 66-year-old retired schoolteacher from Hyderabad. Diagnosed with mild type 2 diabetes, his fasting blood sugar hovered around 130 milligrams per deciliter, with post-lunch levels reaching 190 milligrams per deciliter. After meals, he felt sluggish, sleepy, and struggled to focus during his evening chess games, a hobby he cherished. His daughter, a nutritionist, suggested a simple remedy, Ajwain tea. She instructed him to boil half a teaspoon of Ajwain seeds with a small stick of cinnamon in 200 milliliters of water, strain it, and sip it slowly after lunch. Ramesh followed this routine diligently for a month. The results were encouraging. His post-lunch blood sugar dropped to around 160 milligrams per deciliter, and the afternoon crashes vanished. He felt more energized during his evening walks and even rejoined his chess group, much to his delight. "It's not just about the numbers," he said. "I feel lighter, like my body is working with me, not against me." Ajwain is not a substitute for medical treatment, and anyone with diabetes should consult their doctor before making changes to their care plan. However, for elders managing early diabetes or prediabetes, Ajwain can be a safe, supportive practice to complement a balanced diet and mindful lifestyle. 3. How to use Ajwain at home. Simple, safe, and effective methods. Now that you understand the quiet strength of Ajwain, you might be wondering, how do I use it? When's the best time? How much is safe? These are critical questions, especially after 60, when the body responds more deeply to every habit. Below are 5 doctor-backed, practical ways to incorporate Ajwain into your routine, tailored for Indian elders. These methods are simple, rooted in tradition, and designed to support digestion, sleep, and overall well-being. Method 1. Roasted and chewed for post-meal relief. The simplest and most traditional way to use Ajwain is to chew it after meals. Take a quarter to half a teaspoon of Ajwain seeds and roast them lightly on a tawa or pan until their nutty aroma fills the air, about 30 to 60 seconds. Let them cool slightly to avoid burning your mouth, then chew them slowly. You can swallow them as is or wash them down with a few sips of warm water. This method releases thymol, the essential oil in Ajwain that soothes the stomach, reduces bloating, and prevents that heavy, stone-in-the-belly feeling after a rich meal. Uncle Harish, a 69-year-old from Lucknow, swears by this habit. He keeps a small jar of roasted Ajwain on his dining table and takes a pinch after dinner. "No more gas, no more midnight discomfort," he says. "It's like my stomach finally knows how to rest." This is one of the easiest habits to start tonight. No fancy tools, no prescriptions, just a pinch of wisdom. Method 2. Ajwain water for a gentle morning cleanse. For those who prefer a warm, soothing start to the day, Ajwain water is a beautiful ritual. Boil half a teaspoon of Ajwain seeds in 200 milliliters of water, about 1 small steel glass, for 3 to 5 minutes until the water takes on a light golden hue. Strain it, let it cool to a comfortable temperature, and sip it slowly, ideally on an empty stomach before breakfast. This practice stimulates digestion, flushes out toxins, and prepares the stomach for the day's meals. Mrs. Padma, a 72-year-old from Mysore, adopted this routine after years of sluggish mornings and irregular bowel movements. "I feel lighter now," she shares. "My motions are regular, and I don't feel weighed down after breakfast anymore." Ajwain water is especially helpful for elders with sensitive stomachs or those prone to constipation, offering a gentle cleanse without the harshness of over-the-counter remedies. Method 3. Ajwain, Jeera, and Saunf blend for gas-prone stomachs. For elders who experience frequent bloating, gas, or tightness after meals, Ajwain works wonders when combined with Jeera, cumin, and Saunf, fennel seeds. This trio, often called Pachak Churna in Gujarat and Maharashtra, is a powerhouse for digestion. Here's how to make it. Take equal parts, 1 teaspoon each, of Ajwain, Jeera, and Saunf. Dry roast them together on low heat until aromatic, about 1 to 2 minutes. Cool the mixture, grind it into a coarse powder, and store it in an airtight jar. After lunch or dinner, take half a teaspoon of this blend, either directly or with a sip of warm water. Ajwain breaks down gas, Jeera supports bile flow for better fat digestion, and Saunf soothes the stomach lining, making this mix ideal after heavy meals like wedding feasts or festival treats. Mrs. Lata, a 65-year-old from Ahmedabad, calls it her secret weapon against bloating. "I used to feel so heavy after eating paneer or dal," she says. "Now, a pinch of this powder, and my stomach feels calm." Method 4. Ajwain tea for blood sugar and energy. For those managing blood sugar or seeking an afternoon energy boost, Ajwain tea is a simple yet effective option. Boil half a teaspoon of Ajwain seeds with a small stick of cinnamon or a pinch of grated ginger in 200 milliliters of water for 5 minutes. Strain and sip slowly after lunch or dinner. The cinnamon or ginger enhances Ajwain's blood sugar stabilizing effects while adding a warm, comforting flavor. This was Uncle Ramesh's go-to remedy, as mentioned earlier. The tea not only helped lower his post-meal sugar spikes but also banished his afternoon fatigue, allowing him to enjoy his evening walks and chess games. For best results, pair this tea with a balanced meal plan and avoid sugary snacks. Method 5. Ajwain for respiratory comfort. Ajwain's warming properties also make it a gentle support for respiratory health, a concern for many elders, especially during seasonal changes. Boil half a teaspoon of Ajwain in water, add a pinch of turmeric, and inhale the steam for 5 to 10 minutes to ease congestion. Alternatively, sip Ajwain water to soothe a sore throat or cough. Mrs. Kamla, a 70-year-old from Delhi, uses this remedy during winter to keep her chest clear and breathing easy. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 4. Who should use Ajwain with caution? While Ajwain is generally safe and widely used in Indian households, it's not a one-size-fits-all remedy. Its warming nature can sometimes irritate sensitive individuals, so it's important to know your body and proceed mindfully. Here are some considerations. Severe gastric issues. If you have a history of gastric ulcers, acid reflux, or GERD, consult your doctor before using Ajwain regularly, as its warming properties may aggravate these conditions. Blood thinners. Ajwain may have mild blood thinning effects, so those on medications like aspirin or warfarin should check with their healthcare provider. Heat sensitivity. Elders with low body weight or those who often feel overheated, e.g., excessive sweating or burning sensations, should use Ajwain in smaller amounts, such as a pinch rather than a half teaspoon. Overuse. Taking too much Ajwain, more than 1 teaspoon daily, can lead to stomach irritation or a burning sensation. Start small and adjust based on how your body responds. Mr. Dilip, a 75-year-old from Bhopal, learned this the hard way. He drank Ajwain water twice daily for a week but felt mild chest burning. His doctor advised reducing the dose to a quarter teaspoon and combining it with Jeera to balance its warmth. Now, Dilip enjoys the benefits without discomfort. The key is to listen to your body and make gentle adjustments. 5. Timing and tips for best results. Ajwain, like all natural remedies, works best when used at the right time and in the right way. Here are some practical tips to maximize its benefits. For digestion. Take roasted ajwain or the Girasonf blend 15 to 30 minutes after lunch or dinner to ease bloating and support digestion. For cleansing, sip ajwain water first thing in the morning, about 30 minutes before breakfast, to stimulate digestion and promote regular bowel movements. For blood sugar, drink ajwain tea after lunch or dinner, especially after carb-heavy meals, to help stabilize glucose levels. Avoid late-night use. Taking ajwain on an empty stomach late at night may irritate or disrupt sleep. Stick to morning or post-meal routines. Space it with medications. If you take medicines, especially at night, wait at least 30 to 60 minutes after consuming ajwain to avoid potential interactions. Start small. Begin with a quarter teaspoon daily and gradually increase to half a teaspoon if your body responds well. Mrs. Nita, a 70-year-old from Delhi, has perfected her ajwain routine. Ajwain water at 7:30 a.m. to kickstart her day, a pinch of roasted ajwain after dinner, and nothing after 8 p.m. to ensure restful sleep. My body feels steady now, she says. I don't feel rushed or restless anymore. 6. The wisdom of ajwain, a gift from our ancestors. As we wrap up this journey into the world of ajwain, let's pause to reflect on a quiet but powerful truth. After 60, your body doesn't crave more medicines. It craves more understanding. It doesn't need stronger pills but gentler support, offered with care and consistency. Ajwain is not a magic bullet, but it's a meaningful step toward balance. It's a reminder that healing often lives close to home, in the wisdom of our ancestors. Our grandparents didn't have blood glucose monitors or sleep trackers, but they had intuition. They knew that a pinch of ajwain, used with rhythm and respect, could calm a restless stomach, ease aching joints, and invite peaceful sleep. This tiny seed, nestled between the haldi and jeera on your kitchen shelf, is more than a spice. It's a whisper from the past, a bridge to a healthier, more grounded present. Ajwain invites you to work with your body, not against it. It's a chance to nurture yourself gently, day by day, without stress or side effects. All it asks for is awareness, patience, and a pinch at a time. And there you have it, dear elders, a journey through the quiet power of ajwain, a tiny spice with the strength to support your digestion, ease your joints, and bring softness to your sleep. Your body is not asking for more medicines but for more understanding, and sometimes that wisdom is waiting right on your kitchen shelf. What have you learned today that touched your heart? Perhaps it's the simple habit of chewing roasted ajwain after dinner, sipping ajwain water in the morning, or combining it with jeera and saunf for a lighter belly. I'd love to hear from you. Please share one thing you've learned and plan to bring into your life in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's keep walking together toward a life that's not just longer, but lighter, calmer, and truly yours. Thank you, and may every pinch of spice bring you healing and peace.